Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about the time that me and my boy John got robbed by strippers. Yeah, you heard that right, by strippers. This wasn't even the worst part of the night. So this story, it takes place on New Year's Eve going into 2020. I'm about 19 or 20 years old and my friend John is as well. I had just made some good money in real estate. Me and my boy, we wanted a wild night. Not like a grab a six pack and chill night, nah, more like the kind of night that you only see in movies. So we hit up the ATM and I pulled out $2,000 in cash. I peeled off $1,000 and I handed it to John like it was nothing. He's like, bro, what is this for? I told him, that's yours. Don't ask me for a dime tonight. We're gonna do whatever we want to do. Looking back now, I should have just handed him a gift card at Domino's Pizza. Would have been a better investment. We started off at this fancy ass restaurant, Michelin star vibes, candles, all that, and I'm thinking I'm down a few hundred at least, but John ends up coming in clutch and paying for dinner like a boss. So I'm still sitting there on the full stack. After that, we hit a shisha bar for the first time and bro, I don't know how people do this. We were coughing our lungs out like we just tried to smoke a barbecue. But the drinks kept flowing and that's when the bright idea hit us. Yo, let's go to a strip club. And because we're clueless, we also decided to eat some edibles first. Not little 5mg gummies, more like 250mg gummies each. So we rolled up, first timers, high, drunk, wide-eyed, you name it. They checked our IDs and they let us in. That's when I made mistake number one. I went up to the bar and I ordered 2 beers. I pulled out the entire $1,000 stack from my pocket and I handed the bartender a 50. Beers costed like $12 together. And what did I do? I took back a 20 and I said keep the change. Bro, that's not a tip. It's a down payment on his rent. Could have ordered 4 beers, tipped him a $5 and still came out ahead. This was rookie move number 1. And of course, 2 strippers seen that wad of cash and immediately locked onto us like heat-seeking missiles. They came over, started touching our arms and whispering sweet nothings into our ear, and then they asked if we wanted to dance. And bro, at 20 years old, under the influence with a baddie in front of us, not even a question. We followed them like cartoon characters floating on the smell of pie. We sit down, lap dance starts, and I'm thinking, wait, this is kinda mid. This is just a really expensive tease. And then she asked me if I wanted to pay for another song. And you know, I thought, what the hell? My first time here, so I reached into my pocket for more cash. My pocket was empty. Bro, $970 gone. Now I'm a pretty organized guy and I don't really lose things, so I just looked her dead in the face and I said, you robbed me. She wouldn't even look me in the eyes, she didn't deny it, she was just staring at the wall like she didn't snatch the entire stack. So I yelled across the room to John and I said, yo, bro, she robbed me. Can you pay her? And John's drunk, he's like, swaying left and right. And he's like, yeah bro, I got you. He reaches into his pocket and then his other pocket, and then his other pocket, and his face just drops. Bro, his stripper robbed him too. And right on cue, almost like it was planned, the bouncer walked in. This man is 6'4", 250 pounds of straight intimidation. He looks like he got hired to guard the gates of hell. And he's like, alright, time to leave guys, get out now. And hey, I'm not fighting that, I'm an average sized guy, I play sports, but I'm not stupid. I'm like, yes sir, we're gone sir. But my boy John, he's 6'2" himself, 220 pounds, built like a tank. So he just stood up next to me and he looked at the bouncer face to face. And instantly, this monster of a man, he turned into a customer service representative. He's like, yes gentlemen, if you could please follow me to the door, thank you so much. Bro went from get out now to would you like a mint on the way out? So we get outside, we checked our pockets again, confirmed we were broke, just started dying laughing. We got robbed by strippers on New Year's Eve. But instead of calling it a night, we stumbled our way into a random university party nearby, crossfaded out of our minds. We ended up celebrating New Year's surrounded by students, music, and some great vibes. Honestly, still one of the best nights ever. We walked away with one New Year's resolution, to never go to a strip club again, and to this day, me and John both have kept that promise. And that's the end of the story time, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed it. The moral of the story is, do not flash cash at the bar, do not trust strippers with your pockets, and if you ever think about trying a place like that for the first time, just stick to Netflix, it's cheaper. Smash that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe for more story times, and drop a comment if you've ever been robbed on a night out. I'll see you in the next one.